Grace and peace, friends and family. Welcome to another conversation. I hope that you are all doing well. This is Joy, Pink Girl Teaches, and today I want to talk to you about the tragedy of the new supply. A lot of times what happens is you see the narcissist flaunting the new supply and you would think to yourself, wow, I gave this person everything that I had. I gave them all of me. I gave them the best of me, all of my thoughts, my time, my consideration, my resources, just the best parts of me. And they did me wrong. They did me like this. They played me. They took advantage of me. They used me. They manipulated me. And then you start finding out about narcissistic abuse and you start learning that, wow, this is insidious. It's sadistic at best. And you think, wow. And then you ask yourself, like, is that person really this narcissist that it sounds like they are? And everything adds up. And yet you look back and you see them skipping into the sunset with the new supply and everything looks picture perfect. You know, one thing about a picture is it's like a moment frozen in time. Everybody smiles for that perfect picture, but you don't know what was leading up to that moment and you don't know what happened after that moment. It's just a frozen moment in time where if you know anything about social media, and we all do, nobody puts a picture of their low moments. It's always the highlight reel that is what is put out. And when we understand that narcissists carefully calculate their moves, they're very predatory, even in how they project their lifestyle, so that you would have these thoughts that everything is going just hunky-dory on the outside and you are missing out on the best of it. You see, what has happened is the narcissist has successfully created an illusion so that they can trick you into tricking yourself to believe that suddenly they're not the person that you think they are, and suddenly the new supply is getting the better version of them. No, that's a lie. It's an illusion. Narcissists, they're not changing, and especially that rapidly. That type of change, if it was going to happen, would take years, if not decades, because they didn't arrive at that disposition overnight. It took them a while to become the way that they are. It took them a while to become the person that you were involved with, the person that raised you, the person that you worked with, the person that you were married to, the person that you have children with. They didn't just become that way overnight. It took decades. So no. They're not going to change simply because they got a new partner. How many new partners did they get? And they still didn't get it right before you came into the picture. The tragedy of the new supply. You know, narcissists follow patterns. And when you have patterns that you are able to trace back, then you have the character of a person. You know who they are. With narcissists, we know that they love bomb, devalue, discard, and hover, and love bomb, devalue, discard. They have set patterns. Right now, you may be seeing the new supply in the phase where they are being love bombed, and everything looks great. Remember, all that glitters is not gold. That is an illusion. The one thing that the new supply does not know, or may not know just yet, is who they are in bed with. At one point, we didn't know who we were in bed with, that we were actually sleeping with the enemy. We didn't know that. We were married to the enemy, literally. But narcissists are constantly on the prowl for new supply. Now, we know that, yes, for many of them, they are pathological cheaters. They are compulsive, obsessive cheaters. So that's what the new supply is contending with, whether they know it yet or they don't. It's not always something that is, that you become aware of just like that. They have ways of covering up their lies. And sometimes it takes a while before you become aware of those lies. But it's not that they are always just looking for new supply as far as intimate partners, but they are always looking for different types of supply. So they need different types of people. So the duplicity of the narcissist takes place in many different ways. The disloyalty, the betrayal takes place in so many different forms. And that new supply is being devalued and smeared behind their back while they think everything is good. We were once there. It happened to us. They may not know it. And not every new supply is toxic. Some are just like we are. They are about to they're about to have the trip of a lifetime. They are about to experience the same type of hurt and pain that we experienced, or that some of you are still currently experiencing. Not all of them are toxic. Now, yes, some of them are toxic and they'll work it out amongst themselves. But for some, they're gonna be in for a shock of their lifetimes. Narcissists are always seeking additional sources, so the new supply is always gonna take a hit on one level or another. And should this narcissist fail at securing new supply, who gets punished for that? Who gets the brunt of that rage? Who gets to deal with that? Not you. You're not in the picture anymore. But it's the new supply. Remember the one who had the happy pictures posted all over social media, the one that you thought, wow, this person has changed. Yeah, all that glitters is not gold. We don't get to see those low moments. Only the highlight reel is what is posted on social media. Sometimes they already are in a devalue stage. So now they are starting to see that some things don't quite add up with this person. What is wrong with me? And now here we have some of the narcs that will tell them, why can't you just be like my ex? She did things differently, or he was a better provider than you. He was built bigger in the privates better than you, or he could work it better than you. Narcs always hit below the belt. And now here they are comparing themselves to you, comparing themselves to so many other people. And they're now desperately trying to figure out what you already know. And if you can go back in time and remember before you knew what narcissism was, before you knew what NPD was, and you were trying to figure out what is wrong with this person. Why is it 1 minute that they love me and they're kind and they're caring and they're affectionate, even though that was all a show and a lie? Then the next they're this raging beast that you just can't stand, and you don't understand why, because it came left field and it doesn't make any sense. But that's where they find themselves sometimes. And in those moments for them, sometimes they look at you and wonder, wow, how did you have the strength to get up? How did you have the strength to be gone? We don't even know the number of times that they have broken up and made up within that cycle of the relationship, even though it may never be public. How many times has this person had that question that I want to leave, but because they don't know what they are dealing with, they don't know how to leave. You do. And you also know how to stay gone. But the narcissist will constantly parade that everything is well and everything is great. And they're just watching you, the new supply that is, and thinking, wow, you're so strong. You've got it figured out. Little do they know that you are still battling, trying to figure out, how do I break this trauma bond? How do I break this soul tie? How do I stop this rumination? When will my heart stop aching? That's the journey that they are going to have to take also. You're just ahead of the game. Then we have those new supplies who know that this person, there's something wrong with them, but they believe that their love is the cure. And they have assigned themselves the position of Jesus Jr., thinking that I'll sacrifice myself, I'll sabotage my future, I'll sabotage my destiny. For some of them, they are risking their health, their livelihood, their children, and so much more, because they really believe the narcissist telling them, I was never loved. I was never cared for. My ex just ruined everything for me. No, you ruined everything for you. Because you continue to choose to be the way that you are. You continue to choose to make those destructive decisions, and you continue to be in bed with the very things that are killing you. The narcissist makes those decisions themselves. But the New Supply is duped into believing that, yes, I'll go to therapy. Yes, I'm going to change. And they just keep thinking, well, one more year, another year won't be bad. But the clock is ticking. Time is ticking. And one of the things about life is that we never know how much time we have. It is a gift. And we are to treasure it while we do, and make the most of the time that we have while we have it. But they think that, they can change this person. But you know the truth. You are the one who is in a position that is more advantageous, because the truth makes you free. So you are in the truth. They wonder, how does it seem that, because sometimes the New Supply does watch you and they get to see the pictures where you smile. You got a smile on your face. They see those too. And they wonder, how are they smiling? How did she make it? How is he making it? Why are they so happy? I want to be happy like that, because you don't see what happens behind closed doors. Don't believe the lies that the narcissist puts out there. Everything they do is calculated to make you feel that way. Remember, the devil is a liar. The enemy came to steal, kill, and destroy. That is an angel of light. They create illusions to make you feel like you are missing out on something. What could you possibly be missing out on with a whole narcissist? What? Missing out on triangulation? Missing out on walking on eggshells? Missing out on projection, missing out on gaslighting, missing out on sleep deprivation, missing out on blame shifting, shifting the goalpost. What are you really missing out on? That's what they have to contend with. Absolutely nothing has changed with the narcissist. And one thing that I want you to also realize, that at the end of the day, there is no prize being with a narcissist, and it is definitely nothing to be proud of or to be excited about or to put on a pedestal to be the one that a narcissist settles down to be with. You become the forever supply. You become the forever source of who they are going to devalue forever. You are going to be the one that they will always project. You will be the one that they will pour all their vile emotions and feelings into. You will be the one that they will always cheat on, that they will always feel like, I can do whatever I want to this person. That's no way for anybody to live their lives. And so even when you see that the narcissist is marrying the New Supply, praise God that it is not you. Because again, you don't want to be the one that the narcissist settles down with. They get bored quickly. Again, they are cheaters. They are liars. And they are constantly putting people through the most craziest tests. No. The tragedy of the New Supply is that they're the ones who are stuck with the narcissist at this moment. And, anybody who's with a narcissist has my sympathy, because that is nothing to be excited about. That is nothing to be proud of, because as much as they may want to fake the funk, we know who you're in bed with. We know the character of that person. We know the spirit behind that person. And we know what you have to fight. And we know what we had to fight to break free from that. So no, they can post all day. They can post couple goals all day. But the truth is what has set us free, and we're going to hold on to that truth. So I just wanted to share that, to just continue to encourage you that, yeah, they may be posting, especially as we're going towards the holiday time. And this may pull on some people's heartstrings when they start seeing couple pictures and even proposals and that type of thing. Do not be discouraged. And don't be deceived. No, the narcissist did not change. And sometimes, let me say this to you, sometimes they do that. Sometimes they will propose, have babies, buy houses just to make you jealous. Can you imagine being the receiver, the person on the other end who is being proposed to, who is having a whole child with, a life with, just to make somebody else jealous? Like, that is heartbreaking. If you can imagine somebody doing that to you. That is the tragedy of the new supply. The narcissist is always working to prove something to somebody, is always working to show the last person that I'm in a better position than you, when we all know that that is a lie and there is no truth in it. As long as they are a narcissist, they are never in a better position than you. I don't care how much money they have in the bank. I don't care who they know. Their character and the spirits that are behind that character keep them bound. You will forever be in a better position while they are a narcissist. So do not lose hope. Do not be discouraged. Continue to fearlessly pursue your most significant state, and God bless you.